Hi guys, my name is Chloe, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing the end of year book tag. So this one hopefully should be quite a nice and speedy tag. I don't think my answers are going to be very long, but we will see. I might ramble, who knows. And yeah, this is a very end of year tag, because I did plan to do this sometime early in November, but I ran out of time and I was busy, so I'm going to be doing this now. So let's crack in, and yeah, blimey, it's nearly the end of the year. So question one is, are there any books that you've started this year that you need to finish? And surprisingly, my answer for this is no. I do tend to read like quite a lot of books on the go, and often I could have anywhere between 3 and 5 books currently being read, so I thought I would have had books that I need to get finished before the end of the year so I don't drag them into the new year, but actually all the ones that I'm currently reading at the minute have been ones that I've started quite recently and ones that I'm keen to be reading, so I don't think I will have any for the new year. The only one that possibly might be is Under the Whispering Door, just because I am listening to it on audio, and I get through audiobooks a lot slower because I only listen to them when I'm commuting. So that will just depend on how long it takes to finishing it out, because it won't be because I'm not enjoying it, because so far it's really good. Question 2 is, do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year with? And because I'm filming this a bit later in the month, I've already started my autumnal reads. I started them back in October, and I've been reading so many great autumnal books, to name a few. Anatomy was great, Belladonna, Nettle and Bone, some of the books that you've heard me talk about quite a lot recently. And yeah, I'm gonna continue reading books probably into December. There aren't many wintry or Christmassy books at all, I don't think, that I'm planning on reading. So I'm probably going to be reading autumnal reads right up until spring, maybe. We'll see. Question 3, is there a new release that you're still waiting for? And for this, as a filming, no. It was going to be the new Jennifer L. Armentrout book. I've forgotten the title, I can't remember it, I'll insert it here. It's the sequel to her prequel From Blood and Ash series. I think that one's just come out, so I was looking forward to that one, although I don't think I'll be picking up anytime soon because I've got so many series on the go. But yeah, otherwise they've all been out. I think the big one for me at the end of this year, which came out I think in October now, was Known as the 9th. So yeah, all sorted now. I think my next release is Chain of Thorns, which releases in January, and yeah, beyond that they're all for next year. Question 4 is, what 3 books do you want to read before the end of the year? 2 of these were really easy for me. So the first one I've got on here is Known as the 9th. That came out this year. I want to read it. I've enjoyed the first 2, so I'm excited for that one. It was quite an anticipated release. The second book that I'm going to choose is Catherine Parr. I can't remember the full title, but basically the 6th book in the Tudor Queen series by Alison Weir. I want to get this series finished out before the end of the year because I'm going to C6 in January, so it would be great to read this book in December, and then I've just got the short story bind up which I can hopefully get to in January, and then I'm finished with another series, which would be great. So that's book 2. And then for book 3, there wasn't really anything that I'm dying to read because I don't think I can finish out any other series, which I was trying to do here. Although actually, no, I think it is a duology. I will have to check. But for third book, I don't know if I'm going to get to this though, is going to be Cursed by Marissa Meyer. This is the sequel to Gilded. Yes, it is Gilded. I always get Guild and Gilded confused because, yeah, they're both books that I really enjoy. But yeah, Cursed, the sequel to Gilded, and if it's a duology, it might push me that little bit more to finish it just so I can tick another series off my list. Otherwise, hopefully I can definitely get to the first 2. Question 5 is there a book that you think could still shock you and become your favourite book of the year? And I don't think so, but potentially. Known as the 9th has the possibility. I really enjoyed Gideon the 9th, which is book 1, and then book 2 dipped a bit for me, so if book 3 steps up again, potentially that one, but I don't think it can top Gideon for that series, so who knows. and also if I pick up any more Fairy Loot books. I've been reading a few more again recently that I've got, and some of them have really surprised me. They're ones that I wasn't even anticipating or hyped for, and then I've read them and loved them. I think Belladonna being the main one. So if I get to any of those could have the potential to shock me just because I wasn't expecting it, sort of thing. But I don't think so. I think my favourites are going to be ones that I've already read up till now. And the last question on this tag, question 6, is have you started making reading plans for next year? And yes, I'm quite a planner. I love planning things, even for reading and hobbies and stuff. I love planning, but I haven't planned in too much detail. So I know what Goodreads goal I'm going to set is going to be the same as my past couple years, which is 75 books, which is one that I can achieve not very easily, but I can achieve it. And then always in the back of my head I'm like, I want to get to 100, but I don't want to set 100 because that's too much pressure. And then otherwise I know I want to continue with more series, so I'm going to be reading The Dark Artifices by Cassandra Clare, finally getting that series read with a read along, which will help me out reading one a month. I want to finish Vampirates and the School for Good and Evil series because they're ones that I've been reading recently and I can get those off my list. And then otherwise I think I just want to try and read some more of my Fairy Loot books because for the amount I get I don't read that many of them, and recently I have read so many that I have enjoyed, so I should probably check more of their books out. So yeah, that's my plans so far. Very loose, but we'll see how the year goes, I guess. And that's it for the end of year tag. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, this year's gone really, really quickly. So yeah, I think let me know down below if you know what your favourite book of the year might be. That might be an interesting thing to find out since we're talking about the end of the year and wrapping up our reading for the end of the year. And we're going to be doing more of that going into December. So yeah, let me know your favourite book of the year so far, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!